Gianni Infantino, the president of FIFA. That's a cool prop to just always carry around with you. So why partner with a blockchain layer one? What is it? What's the point?
Well, first of all, let me just say hello to everyone. It's a great pleasure to be here. And obviously, this ball here that you can see is our ball. It's the ball of a sport that is #1 sport in the world, which we call football because we play with the feet. You call football a sport that you play with your hands. You call this sport soccer. It doesn't matter. It's the best sport in the world, whatever you want to call it.
Welcome to another episode of In the Divide. I wanted to show you this because this is a big part of what I'm trying to keep people in the community understanding, even in this downturn in the market. A lot of times, you get discouraged. The people that don't know anything, the people on TV, everybody's telling you, oh, it's over, it's going away, it's time to sell it. And the thing about it, you have to understand, is the time when you do sell, when it's down, you lose money. You know that what that does when you let go of things and you take a loss on it. The thing that happens is the people who stay in it reap the benefits of the money that you've lost. Because when it actually turns around, you're going to try to get back in, and either you're going to have to pay more money and use more money to get in, or you just lose your place while the thing continues to go up. I've done this many of times where I got scared, I got weak-handed, and I'm trying to save all my profits, thinking I know when the dip is going to bottom out. I think I know when the top is going to actually crest, and I don't. Not even the big people don't. The people who actually have more control, the people who short the market and people who try to manipulate, they don't even know. So the thing I'm trying to get you to know is that now is the time to really do your due diligence and understand the benefits and how Algorand compares with other people in the market, technology-wise. Even though they're not the biggest blockchain, you look at what they are capable of doing. The reason I say that is the more valuable they are, the more use they have, nobody's going to let them go. It's not going to go at a loss, because at the very least, somebody has to take them over to take advantage of the technology that's superior to theirs. Ethereum, they're struggling. Their layer one is not sufficient. And that's not to say anything bad about their blockchain, but right now where they are, they're not very good. 16 transactions per second. They're not scalable. It's not going to work on a big scale. So I need you to understand. Even Solana going down again. It's just with blockchain. And I try to be honest, and I'm biased because my money is behind Algorand, the majority. I've got some stuff in other things like Ethereum and Polygon. I'm not undiversified, but I'm hedging greatly towards Algorand. And I'm doing that because of the due diligence that I actually have done with other blockchains. Not saying that they're not good, not saying they're not valuable, but as a whole, as my research, as in my experience has moved me, I have noticed that Algorand has done things that it's been promised, the things that I know use case wise. I see it being scaled And I'm seeing it be able to do what the traditional fiat currencies and banks are actually doing at a better rate for those who are retail investors. Now, for institutional investors, no, their prime money is in the fiat system. That's where they get their money. That's where they can charge you $35 for late fees. They can charge you this for your service fee. They get all that free money. That's extra money that they get on top of being able to invest your money. So crypto is a threat to those who have already established power. They're not going to let this thing meld easily without them having that significant hand in the pie. And this is one of the things that's causing crypto to not really have the streamlined adoption that you think it would. When things cost low, why wouldn't people do this? There's security issues. A lot of these other blockchains have not operated like they expected. So it takes time for them to see that Algorand has never went down. Algorand is scalable. And once the proof behind them is they have history, then people are going to slowly on board, because security is what most people want when they put their money somewhere. I want you to understand this is where we are, and I want to give you the news. First, if you're here and you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, hit the like, dislike, give us comments. Things are moving, but as you know, with the economy as it is, there is some give and take, and there is some challenges that's going to be happening. As most people have noticed, if you go to the grocery store, the things that's not there. Diesel prices is the highest it's ever been. And I'm telling you, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know what's going on. I can't tell you for sure. I am not Nostradamus, but I know it's not going to get better before it gets worse. Meaning that, a lot of this money that we had to be printed, all these things that they've been doing, all this has to work through the system. And as much money as they printed, as much money as the much things the pandemic has changed, where they're still trying to get a hold of this, and everyone's reaction to this is very uneven. It's going to take a while for us to get back to a normal process. And this is good and this is bad, because uncertainty is never a way to build wealth. And that's where we are, just in uncertain times. But I want to give you a little certainty while you're in a position of reorganizing things in your life. Algorand is going to be the certainty at the opposite end of when we find out what this mess is. You're going to understand that the economy has changed. You're going to understand that the business environment has changed, and retail investors are going to be in position to want to put themselves in position to maximize their money, because there's going to be less job security. There's going to be more government oversight. And if you have no control over anything, it makes it harder to have a happy life, have options. We don't have freedom. We don't have freedom because we surrendered that freedom to live in the communities that we live in the cities that we live in the areas that we live in the cities, the apartments. You give up freedom. That's what the definition of this this republic is that I surrender some of my freedoms so I can get along and someone else can have their freedom. Because if everybody had unlimited freedom, that means someone has to not have freedom to accommodate your idea of your unlimited freedom. So without further ado, let me continue to share something with you, because I think this is another big thing with Algorand, that we have an idea to really maximize uh, where Algo is going. And the partnership with FIFA is one of the things that, if you're on Reddit, if you've been on blockchain, on Algorand for a minute, a lot of times we in the community is like marketing, marketing, marketing. No one's marketing. Sylvia is not a marketing person, not the salesman that you would want in front of your thing. Very knowledgeable in all that he does, but to be able to sell to people, to market people, you have to hit key metrics and things like that, because most people don't buy out of intelligence, they buy out of emotion. I understand that, because I've done sales for a minute. So I used to think that people buy because it's reasonable, and that's just not true on a large scale. But FIFA announces this partnership. This is going to be big, because everybody understands how big soccer is. Even if it's not the biggest thing in America, worldwide, it's a pretty big deal. And if we can get this partnership and give us the notoriety that all these other blockchains give us a bump, to where, guess what? Not only are they the green technology company, now they're connected with a major brand. This is a big thing to get eyes on Algorand. And once they start coming out with those mobile apps and those things that's going to be able to be downloadable on your phones, where you can actually have access to people right away, where it's in the palm of your hands to be able to make these transactions, then, like I said, I've been telling you right from the very beginning, use case is the most important thing. Notoriety is a close second, because once people understand that this is what they're capable of being able to do, and it's on the phone, where you can just transact something so smoothly and seamlessly and inexpensive, it becomes now a game changer. It becomes easy to replace Venmo or PayPal. It's easy to now move out a Cash app, because what's going to happen is these things that cost a little bit of money, Algo costs fractions of a cent. So even if they can partner with someone else and give them a couple of fractions of a cent, and you still can get things done for under a penny. Even if you go and max it out, say it's a penny, and you get this and you get this, but it's still a penny. A penny per transaction still leads them to be the most affordable transaction platform in the world, especially if they can scale it. I'm telling you this because I want you to be able to, buy the dip, not just buy the dip, hold on. Don't get out of the market. This is not financial advice. I don't know the future, but I'm just telling you that the thing around the corner may be worth holding on to. You may not see what's around the corner, but what's around the corner is going to pay off the reason why you walk there. So I want you to know there's more good news coming, because Algo is doing some major things. Major things are coming. And like I said, it's gonna, you're gonna have to, have those diamond hands, because the bad news is gonna keep coming. The war is gonna keep raging. The gas prices is gonna keep going up. There's gonna be an election coming up in the midterms this November. And it always gets ugly around then. Look for things to keep doing this, but diamond hands this Algorand until the end of this year, going into the next. And when things get a little bit more better, as far as certainty, the Algorand is going to turn a corner. And I'm telling you, even with some of these things that's going on with these other blockchains, Algorand will end up turning the corner even that much faster. Because, with us in the blockchain community, blockchain is not just something that we like, but it becomes something we are investing in. And it's not easy to give up on your investments. And that's what people on these other blockchains, they are invested in this thing. So even when they go down, even when something wrong, they tell themselves, you know, I'm invested, I believe. And one of the things about believing is I believed in my stock until it was gone. I believed in that until it was rug pull. And we have to understand that it's hard to get out of something that's losing, a sinking ship. But we have to be understanding. We have to understand we have to believe in the technology. Algorand has not gone down. Algorand has not slowed down. So with that, I think this video was a little longer than what I intended. But look, FIFA is on board. You're going to see more Algorand activity, more marketing, and I'm looking to have you come in and comment, and I will see you when I see you. Hope your tomorrow is better than your today.